saw this guy who had said to me the day before, being like, yeah, dude, sorry, I'm like, can't pay rent right now. I can't pay utilities right now. Like, gotta wait till my check comes in, like, blah, blah, blah. All these excuses. I just paid your boy for rent. So, like, can you stop hassling me? I was like, dude, this is just the house. And then the next day I saw him like flexing with a fucking bottle of 1942 or whatever it is, 1928. It's just so fucking annoying. But why, if you don't care about alcohol, do you spend like 200 bottles on a bottle just to like throw it up 4 hours later?
Yeah,
It makes no
but I
sense.
also think, so for instance, my cousin, like had that stereotypical television sequence of his girlfriend admitting she's never been high before, and then him being like, almost like New Girl, where he's like, oh, I mean, I'm the fucking man of, like, I'm the fucking weed guy. Like, I smoked all throughout college. Bought like $150 worth of edibles, which was essentially just 3 brownies. And then they just got way too high and had panic attacks. And like one didn't do anything to either of them. So it's the same thing. It's just like what you don't like, more uncharted waters, you know, you're going to like make an investment and be like, this is my thing, and like not know your limits.
Yeah. I don't know.
The drugs that like tried the edible and it doesn't do anything, or any of those kind of things. Does that ever happen to you? Like it just doesn't hit or anything?
I think the only time that's ever happened to me is when my mom gave Toby and I edibles.
Yeah, I've had that with shrooms, but that was kind of through my own fault of just like not
picking up random shrooms off the ground in the woods, thinking that
there actually was shrooms that grew by my house. There's literally, which is so. This is the dumbest thing. Like there were signs on this like common that was like literally like a 5-minute walk from my house, which is common. It's just like a name for like a park, I guess. And they would include they had signs saying like picking the shrooms is illegal, and if caught you'll be like fined or whatever. But having a sign saying picking these shrooms is illegal is basically saying like magic mushrooms here, come collect. Like if you just didn't mention it, I wouldn't know and wouldn't go looking for them. Like it's so dumb.
Toby, you've done shrooms, right?
Yeah, I've never really had like a proper trip there. I just did like a little bit.
Dude, one of my friends who's just had the messiest year, like this year, his entire year has just been one giant bender. He's tripped 5 the past week, and 2 of those times have been DMT. I've been getting calls from my other friends from high school and texts being like, yo, it's time to have an intervention. Like it's on me because I haven't been living in the fucking fraternity house, that someone else's behavior is on me. I'm like, dude, what? I don't know. He's a big boy. Like,
yeah,
he's 21. It's kind of crazy to think that like the entire world has been drinking and doing substances more than ever in small groups this year.
I think that makes sense, dude. I prefer, I mean, getting shit-faced drunk in a large like environment is just never, it can lead to like a fun night, but it's definitely a risk. Like I've definitely been in like a big group party setting, got way too drunk and done something like, I don't know, try to get with my friend's really hot mom.
Yeah.
And I'm not even kidding. That's something I did. When I was like a few years ago, you know that picture where I had the 2 girls? It's on my Instagram.
Yeah.
That was that night. I was just shit-faced and dancing with this guy's mum. And apparently this other guy was like wanting to dance with her. And I gave him this look like, and he's like, so she's all yours, mate. But it was just like, and I tried to like, she went to the bathroom and I was like, went upstairs, like, not like, I should just end this now. This sounds really bad. But I was like, so like, after like, she was like, I'm just going to go pop to the loo. Like, so bad.
That reminds me of like, we did for our fraternity, we did like
sorry, stop. Quick pause. That cannot be in the title in case my friends see that and my family. All right. I don't mind if it's in there,
Pause.
just not in the title.
Okay, Jamie, can we cut that out? Yeah, I had for our fraternity of like, we paired up with a sorority, and each person who wanted to do it was like put in a list and matched with a girl, and then you would spend the night zip tied to them with their wrists, with your wrist to them.
Like with like champagne and the other.
Yeah. I forget what we called it.
Champagne and shackles.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
That's what the actual term is.
But the girl I got was I mean, she's a nice, good looking girl, and so obviously I'm just, I mean, she can't run away, so
It gives the implication.
Yeah. So I mean, it was just like, I told myself, like, you're doing this because you're literally chained to a girl, so now you actually have to talk to a fucking girl. So do it, you idiot. And so like the night was going good, I think. And it just like you saying that, like in a group of people, when you get really drunk with that, like I was just like, but my brain was also like, all right, you're talking to a girl, but you need the confidence. Grab the fucking champagne, get some confidence. And so I was just like downing it. And she like I spilled like 3 of her drinks throughout the course of the night, like just by accident, because I mean we're changed. So I had that excuse, like, oh, whoops. But also I was just drunk and just knocking over her drinks. And she was just like visibly getting upset. And she literally said, like, I don't know, like 11:30 or something like that. Like, all right, I think I'm going to go. And she like, the worst part was she had to like cut the tie, right? She actually had to cut the tie of us with the zip tie. And so I had to walk with her to the kitchen to get scissors to cut this girl off of me.
2 things real quick. One, champagne is the CBD of booze. So the fact that you got drunk off that is incredibly disappointing. And
well,
2,
it was also like, we also had like mixed drinks and stuff there too. But like, yeah I was also always just like,
I don't know what's funnier, that story or the fact that because you're recording in your parents' house right now, you had to keep a low volume at point.
Yeah.
Like I visibly saw you go like,
yeah, I have to. I was fun, and I had fun in college, but I'm in the basement.
Yeah, dude, fuck Barstool Sports for stealing the my mom's basement podcast name from you.
I did have one of my early on, like me being like, try to record a podcast by yourself. One of those things was in this basement being like, I don't know, it was like 2 years ago, like, oh, you're in the basement, call it like the basement podcast. And it's just like one of those old vintage recordings that in 20 years I'm going to look back and be like, man, first of all, I sucked at this. And second of all, that was not even that clever. It was just sad. Like,
do you guys remember our first podcast?
Yeah, I have it uploaded on our
Was our first one done? Our first one was over that. Oh no, yeah, in the garage.
Yeah, that was like
no. Let me talk. Like 8 people.
Let me talk.
Let me talk. People that had
Let me talk.
Let me talk. Of Seagram's whiskey.
Yeah, and Bobby, you were just constantly like grabbing the phone to say your point into the, the thing, like, because our other friend, you know who I'm talking about, was always just like, well, no, actually, wait, just hold on, no, just wait, let me, and like you would grab the mic and be like, he's being insane right now. He's like, just like walking around. Also, there's like so many, because I'm editing our vlogs and stuff. There's like at least 3 or 4 I've seen so far of like either Toby or I holding the camera, because obviously it's a recorded videos of us recording, holding the camera. Oh, I can just do it. Us holding the camera, and then one of us says, "Oh, here, Bobby, you do." Like, here, Bobby, take, you do it, and then you record it, and then the video immediately ends because Bobby hit record and stopped recording. There's like 3 or 4 of them so far, something like that.
Can we make that into a thing? Just like every time Bobby do a little counter of how many times Bobby has turned the camera off.
I had no idea. I mean, not really my fault. You gotta say like it's on.
Yeah, technically speaking, it is like I mean, we said record it and then handed you. So rightfully in your mind, you're like, yeah, so I'm going to grab it and then hit record. So that does make sense. But it just sucks.
Dude, even though that camera's like, it's not like, it doesn't look like a whoa, that's a camera. But
yeah,
it does feel so nice pressing that. Zzz.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get that on camera. Let me hit the light. Ooh.
It's close.
That's the sexy part is the bottom thing.
Yeah, this was like every review I saw was like, get this handle. And I was like, I don't get it. Why? It's just like a fucking stupid thing. I was like, why is everyone so obsessed with this fucking handle? And then we have it. I'm like, oh yeah, this is awesome.
Oh shit. Yeah, this is dropping tomorrow. NFL draft is tonight. Conall, did we even ever finish the blog sequence, or did we even ever start the blog sequence of you trying to find an NFL team to like?
I have it written. I just was waiting. I just didn't know when to put it out because I mean, like, I obviously wrote it during football season, but I kind of started with like my history with football and like went into my like relationship with my family. Like, my dad thinks the Giants are like the second coming of Jesus Christ, and like got both my brother and my sister Giants jerseys, and then gave me a Steelers jersey, like that he just found in his closet because he didn't have enough money, because he was like, oh, he doesn't like football, here, have the Steelers. But like, I have that blog written, and then I mean, I can write the blog. I liked the Ravens and the Saints were my favorite from watching this one season, which always pisses everyone off whenever I say that because it's like a weird thing, but I don't know why. The Ravens and the Saints I like.
Ravens are
teams. Yeah.
I think it's because I used to write out to just for sports betting to get me into football. I would like, I think TFM had like a, FanDuel whatever thing, blah blah blah, and so I would just bet on the first games and like pick the players and just use it like that, put like $2 or $5 on it just to get to know the players and be like, I want this guy to win, look at this guy, what he's doing, and it worked. And then I remember it was like the Saints versus something, and I forget who it was on the Saints that had like scored 6 touchdowns in the game, and he was like the rookie. Yeah, and I didn't have him in my roster. Like, I don't know what you call it in sports betting, where you pick like the 5 people. And I remember I was like, I get it now. This is football. I'm pissed off that I didn't get the guy, but now I know the guy and I know the team. I get it now. Like, that's why I like the Saints, because it was the first game and I fucked it up betting on the wrong people. So yeah,
I mean, that's sports betting makes sports that aren't interesting or maybe that you aren't interested in so exciting.
Yeah,
I always love
weird, because if you got degenerates. I mean, I had friends during the pandemic, like the peak pandemic, March, April last year, no sports, betting on Korean baseball and marbles. There was some YouTuber that would live stream marble races.
Yeah,
my
dude.
Degenerate friends would throw hundreds of dollars on marbles.
Yeah, we did that once too with the marble stream. Actually, wildly entertaining.
Yeah, I think we would do like $5 a stream.
Yeah.
Like, the guy does like 15 races or something. Like
yeah. Pale blue was my go-to.
I think we each had to pick like 3 because it was just me doing it, and there were 6 marbles racing.
It's like horse racing. It's like the same kind of thing. It's just like bullshit. And
unless you're in the Italian marbles mafia, in which marbles are gonna win.
Yeah, we greased up Orange, so he's gonna fly down the track.
Got these bitches from a hobby store. Look at these pearls.
Look at this marble. It's got a twin turbo engine in there.
That swirl makes it all good. The double swirl.
I remember also people doing like betting, like, I just love the meme of like degenerate gambler kids staying up till like 3 a.m. to bet on like under 21s Australian Open like qualifiers, like in tennis. Just like, I know fuck all about tennis, but I can bet on this right now. I took a quarter bar.
Yeah. Well, dude, something I think is so funny about people, because everyone has their vices and stuff, and like people with a lot of vices, like I have friends that are drinking 5 times a week, doing a shit ton of blow, and also gamble. But I think they do the gambling to like, just kind of for a social thing. But the people I know that are actually gambling degenerates, the funny part about them is that they actually are clean in every other way. Like they have a girlfriend, they drink appropriately, just in a social setting. They usually don't smoke weed, and that's their thing. Like most of my friends that are really into gambling are like athletes or working jobs that have them like junior analysts where they fucking have no time to do other shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so funny to see, because like my nerdiest friends from middle school and so forth, not nerdiest, but like well-to-do kids that my mom would like want me to be friends with, those are the kids that are waking up at 4 a.m. to bet like U17 Australian women's tennis.
Yeah.
I've seen people bet on like channels that are, the toy channels that are huge on YouTube, where they're like, egg unboxing, right? And they open up the egg and it's like a mystery egg. I've seen people bet on that, like fans of those channels. The guy will say, and place your bets on what's happening next and click this link to, put them in the link or whatever it is. And they actually put money on what this fucking like 16-year-old is going to unbox next from a plastic egg.
That's a new level of sad.
I didn't do it. I swear I didn't do it. I don't care about it.
Now for content, I feel like maybe a few bucks
just as an
on,
experiment, I went to Johnny Egg Unboxing YouTube, and that's
the worst kind of betting really is online blackjack. That's addictive as fuck.
Yeah. But I feel like you're kind of an idiot though.
That's how people lose their houses, and it's a big dad thing. Online blackjack.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a bit sad though.
It's definitely sad.
I feel like something about sports, even if it is degenerate, it just feels a bit less degenerate than like online. I feel like going to a casino is an experience. It's like, I don't know, it's like a night out. So it's kind of different. But
yeah, I would say the only thing that bothers me about betting on sports is that nowadays everybody is trying to be like the next Sue Feiner or Barstool Big Cat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when I watch games with friends, they'll be screaming about like the Titans versus the Dolphins. Yeah. Two teams that they not only don't give a shit about, but like it's the first half of the game. And then I'm like, oh, did you bet on the first half? They're like, no. And then I'm like, there's 2.5 quarters of play here. And you're screaming, you woke me up on Sunday. I'm fucking hungover. Now I'm pissed. Why are you doing this? Who are you doing this for? Who's impressed by you yelling at the TV over a $15 wager? It's $15, dude.
Yeah, it's almost like if you lose, like going to casino versus betting online. It's like losing a lot of money at the casino. You're almost like, yeah, dude, awesome. But you lose that same amount of money alone in your house. And you're like, dude, that's just sad, man. But it's the same amount of money in the same game and the same thing.
It's like drinking alone versus drinking with friends.
Yeah.
After my semester of being lonely, I'm definitely team pro drinking alone. Did it last night. Watched The Big Short for the 3rd time in 2 months. Convinced myself that I know stock trends that other people don't know. And had myself a great time. Passed out on my couch, 4 a.m. My dog was licking my face. Pretty sick Wednesday.
That was a good blog, by the way.
Oh, yeah. People didn't like that.
Really?
As much as I thought they would. I think it's because, that's the thing. People don't want to admit that they do things. Like I had several of my most toxic masculine friends reach out and be like, dude, you actually hit the nail on the head saying like, I don't really fuck with TikTok content, but like if you get me on a nice thumbnail, I'll watch why like Bryce Hall is beefing with Josh Richards.
Yeah.
It was just like a thing of people not wanting to admit that they do that. But it's like, dude, you do that. I mean, I don't fucking give a shit about any of those people, but it's like, if the title of a YouTube video is why I snapped, how am I not going to click that?
Yeah, and it's got like a thumbnail.
Yeah.
And
Maybe
arrows,
outline
red
and
arrows. Yeah.
Yeah.
Real epic pranks on black people pranks. Funny news fails 2021.
I only got laggy Wi-Fi, bro.
Yeah, I got
It's really confusing. You used to have great Wi-Fi like last week. Why is it bad now?
Well, I'm in a different house on different Wi-Fi.
Why don't you just get your own place?
Yeah, why don't you just get your own place?
Fuck. That's actually a good idea. What if I just then did it? What if I just panned the camera around and was actually already in my new place, like my own place, and flipped and surprised?
When you live with Bobby over the summer, if Anthony's not going to be there.
I mean, we're trying to get our summer house because my brother and my sister are planning on lifeguarding again, so they're also pushing for.
Wait, isn't your brother graduating?
Yeah. I mean, what's his name?
Weird.
No, it's not that weird. It's not that weird.
There's like 26-year-olds on that team, right? Yeah, that are still on that team.
Are you? Is he doing the military and shit?
Yeah. He's got his graduation thing or whatever it is, commencement, whatever thing, this weekend.
Dude, that's awesome. So like your whole family, you're gonna be around a table. It's gonna be like, we're so happy for Aiden for serving our country, and you get to say you're a podcaster. It's sick.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. We are actually not allowed to go. You can only bring 2 people. So my grandfather and my dad, I think, are going. And that.
What if it was like 5? It's just the whole family and apart from you.
Yeah. I'm like walking down. I'm on the stairs downstairs, like walking down the basement. I gotta do a podcast.
Because we brought your 10-year-old little sister because the military just means a lot.
She still has a shot at being good. Getting on the right path.
She's never been one of these, so yeah.
I have a conversation coming up with my family about how I'm probably going to be academically suspended from school for at least a semester because I've been working fucking 10 hours a day out TFM, which my grandparents who pay for my college still don't know what that is. So
I know you're making money, right?
Yeah, they know that. I think I just might type in $1 million in a calculator and say, this is what I've made this month.
Mm-hmm. Your grandpa's going to be like, yeah, that's about what I made a month too. Damn.
What if they just still go, oh, that's it? I think they still play it that way.
No, you need to get a communications degree from Rutgers.
Yeah. Then show me that number. Then I'll know. Then I'll believe.
Toby, when are you leaving your campus?
Fuck knows. When's your girlfriend's thing? So
June 2nd.
So yeah, probably a few days before that.
Yeah, I still am I'm struggling with the whole thing of me finding an apartment because my aforementioned roommate on this podcast has tripped DMT twice this week. And whenever I say, hey man, can you fill out the application and have your dad co-sign for you? He's always in the middle of something, dude.
Yeah, I'm delivering some flowers. Yeah. Pretty tripped out right now, pretty high. So yeah.
No, not part of my job. Just I groped the girl at the bar last night and want to apologize.
Dude, the most frustrating thing is as TFM has begun to scale up and we're getting more, Instagram clout, I'm starting to get drunk calls from him 3 to 4 times a week. And he's just with some random girl that I've never met. And he's like, yo, obviously in a crowded bar or at a party. Yo, this is Krissa. I told her what you do. She doesn't believe me. Tell her what you do. Krissa, I told her she could get on TFM Girls. Krissa, get on. She's like, are you really the TFM guy? And then I'm like, yeah. She's like, why aren't you here? And then I'm like, working. It's 5 p.m. on Tuesday. And then I hear in the background him being like, rack me up another line. And it's awesome for me. Because now that I don't answer the original call because he calls me like so much doing this shit, and he'll text me SOS, it's about the apartment now. Like SOS, it's about the apartment. I'm like, did you finally go there, fill out the application? Krissa, he's back. Get back on the phone.
Dude, watching Anthony trying to
apartment line,
watching Anthony trying to pull is probably the funniest thing though. Just so entertaining.
I mean, Toby and I were at a bar with him, and some girl was talking about how she fucked my other roommate, and then he just out of nowhere just goes, I got a bigger cock than him. Dead in the face. Just, I got a bigger cock than him.
Dude, I've seen him trying to pull people by saying how big his roommate's cock is. He's like, yeah, you should probably come back to mine. My roommate's got a giant cock. And like, if you let me get a few
like,
rounds in to warm you up, see if he's down.
Yeah, he's got like a cock by proxy kind of mindset.
He's like a promoter. He's like, I tax 15% of the sales, but you got to give me 15% of the fuck.
No, dude, he's like
the first 20 strokes. Yeah,
he's a pimp. My other roommate's like a gigolo. Like, yeah, I told this girl you got a fat cock. I'm trying to bang her. My other roommate's like, how does that make sense?
Well, it's like, because your dick's not going to fit in here without like a decent amount of foreplay. And I know you don't have time for that because you got a giant cock. So I'll warm her up.
We also got another appointment in 20 minutes.
I'll warm her up for you. You can just sub in, finish her up.
Speaking of trying to pull, we hung out with Bobby. I was getting my my talk on, getting my
you and
subtle
Slev,
touches
the
on the
tag
arms.
team, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, he wasn't. Obviously, Nikki, he wasn't.
No, I said you and Slevin.
Oh yeah, me and Slevin. Slevin was fucking. I mean, he's tall. He's got but he also has like no, like, don't, you know, this is weird. Don't say this kind of thing in his head, which really helps for talking to girls, because he was just saying things and like wants to talk and wants to hear. So
and the best thing you could do is have someone like that and be the apologetic guy. I'm sorry about my friend.
Yeah.
Or just like a few one-liners when your friend likes to say something out of line. Just a little, I'm the witty guy. I don't need to be chatting all this shit.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, my biggest wingman was
nothing better than putting down a friend to boost yourself.
No, dude, you're an asshole and you're a serial guy with that. Yeah, lost 200 followers today due to the ranch post that I posted, but I stick by it. I'd stick by that post.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was so funny. I think I had a pretty good caption for it too. The people that liked that one really, really liked that one, but 200 people decided that's when they were gonna call it with TFM, which is interesting because poop shotgun didn't do it for you, but this guy eating an excess amount of ranch is what is the thing that made you hit the unfollow button.
Yeah.
Not some guy actually spewing shit out of his asshole, but just a waste of ranch.
What, you think it was ranch enthusiasts who were like, I can't see this ranch going to waste? I thought it would be more like,
I don't know.
The blue cheese people were really happy about that.
Well, the interesting part is like the girls were the ones that liked it. So
yeah,
like
girls love fucking ranch.
Pumping on each other because, you know, the caption was, this is how white girls eat pizza or whatever. And they were tagging their friends and stuff and they were really engaged. But guys were like,
Dude, when he opened his mouth and started chewing is when it was a bit like,
I mean, yeah. I mean, he was covered in ranch. It kind of reminded me of Little Baby's ice cream. If you guys remember that.
No.
Do you remember that, Will? That ice cream place in Philly that went viral on YouTube during like the Ray William Johnson heyday, and the guy covered himself.
I also Conall, the group chat, the thumbs up you chose.
Yeah, what's up with you using black emojis?
Because it makes you guys do this.
I mean,
love
it's just
this.
like that's a business group.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not an issue, right? Because that's the thing. If you
No,
think,
it's not an issue. I just know that collectively out of a group chat of what, 40 people.
No, it was like 10 in this one, right?
yeah, it's just like it's
Hey.
everyone gets it, or like no
They
one's
get it,
actually
dude.
mad.
You get it.
Like you guys are just
But
bringing it up
I think
because
it's-
you know there's
I
not
think
an
it's-
actual
No,
problem
dude.
with it, but
Dude,
you're just
Joel
wondering.
said change it, and you said change it.
Yeah, what's wrong
It
with that?
sounds like he's a little irritated.
Yeah, I don't know why though. Like, does Joel hate black people?
Wait, what group chat is this? Just in the merch group chat?
It's in Maine, Nashville.
Oh, let's see. Did
sent
he
like-
actually tell you to change it?
Yeah, you just said change,
Yeah.
and I said change. Because now it is an issue because you told me to change it. So now everyone thinks
Why
like,
didn't you change it?
can I change things?
Yes.
Can
Are you
I change
asking
the
for-
color of my skin,
Yeah.
Bobby? Can
You're asking for a raise from your boss very soon. You like not even thinking, just throw in a black emoji to a thumbs up.
I want $1,000 more and to be able to use black emojis whenever
Yeah.
I want. That's the condition.
Yeah, fuck the raise. Let me use the emojis I want.
Yeah, what if you're in there and he's like, and you're like, and one thing, and I'm gonna be stern about this, and he's like equity, and you're like, no, black thumbs up emoji.
You know what I want.
I'll give you a hint. You
I
take a
slide
prop.
like
You take a prop of just a foam finger.
yeah, I slide like the like in how they have the meetings like the amount you're offering and you write it on a piece of paper and slide it over. I just slide over and he opens up and it's just a black emoji. I mean, it's the thing is like it's this weird limbo of like it's not an issue, right? But it is. Like, you guys
I
aren't
took
admitting
a
that
minute
it is
and
an
a half
issue.
out of my day being like, why did he do that? Why did like one of the most anxious people I know send a black emoji in a work group chat? I was
cultural
dumbfounded.
appropriation, bro.
It's only appropriation if you think it's an issue. If we just casually, nonchalantly start using these emojis, it's not an issue. And that's what I'm trying. That's my goal. Normalize it. Normalize it.
What is wrong with you?
I mean, that's the thing. You're saying it's an issue now, even though it's not, right?
Well, that's
There's
No, you created this whole thing. and you
anything
said-
isn't an issue if you say it's not an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what you guys are doing. You're bringing it up.
What is happening right now? This is the stupidest argument of
No,
all
it's
time.
good. It's
Yeah,
good. Let's
why are
keep
you
it going.
talking? Yeah, why'd you bring it up then?
'Cause
if
it's
you
funny,
hate it.
'cause
This
it's
is
just-
weird. It's like not a normal thing to do
Why?
because you're not black.
So I
I'm not
can't use black
offended.
emojis?
I'm not. No, you're coming at me like I'm offended. I'm making this an issue. I just looked at it and I was like, this is a very peculiar behavior.
It is racist. It's digital blackface. That's what you're doing.
Yeah. But why am I allowed to use the yellow emojis then?
Because Simpsons are yellow. Yellow is supposed to be people without color.
Really?
There are Asian emojis, dude. This is for like beigey tan. That's the Asian one.
How do you know this?
Dude, I've created all emojis.
I'm the emoji man.
Just stop using it.
Why?
Imagine that's what you get fired for. You get fired for using black emojis.
No, imagine if we like booked a giant guest. Like we had Michael B. Jordan coming on the podcast, and then he was 5 minutes good, and then you sent that back,
Yeah.
and then he was like, "Fuck y'all."
No, it's like I want to make it my thing, so that way when we're in like business meetings or whatever, it's like, yeah, Conall, he's a good hard worker, does everything we tell him. It's just he's really stuck on this one. He just likes using black emojis, and we don't know. We can't get him to flip.
This is like a curve bit, like a hill that you just shouldn't die on, but he chooses to die on.
Yeah.
I would love if you got fired for this. Like, obviously not this one, but like if this kept being a thing and that's the reason you got fired. You have to explain to your parents why you're back working retail because you couldn't stop.
Don't you think they'd be on my side though if I explained it like, well, yeah, I mean, they just didn't like that I used a black emoji. I don't get, because that's right. It sounds bad now that from them rather than me. I didn't do anything wrong. If anything, they sound racist.
We're in treacherous waters right here.
What if you posted your hand with dark makeup on? Would that be a different story?
Yeah, I'd say that's worse because I like went out of my way, like with the emojis.
Do you not go out of your way to make
it's
that
in my
black?
it's in my most frequent used emojis. So it's just right
but
there.
why was it in your most frequent use?
Your adopted cousin?
Because I use it a lot.
Yeah, actually, if Joel ever gave you shit for it, you should be like, yeah, my cousin actually was playing games on my phone and he logged into his Snapchat, so this is the most recent.
And he's a really positive guy. He's a really supportive guy.
He's a yes man.
Yeah.
My dog got attacked today.
By another dog?
Yeah, it was so weird. I'm outside my driveway, just finished giving my dog a walk. Some woman, her husky, and my dog, pulling each other over, normal thing. And then I'm like, is he friendly? She's like, yeah. Is she? And I was like, yes. And then her dog bit my dog in the face. My dog has teeth marks. She's bleeding. And then the weirdest part of this whole thing was instead of saying, oh my God, I'm sorry, which would be the normal reaction, this woman insisted to continue to make excuses for the dog. She was like, she's normally a super friendly dog. I don't know why. Are you sure it was my dog? And then I was like, pointed to my dog bleeding. And then I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was your dog. And then I didn't want to make a big thing about it. We're just outside my house. Like I could just leave. And then she's like, my dog's never been like this. I don't know. Did your dog maybe provoke anything? And then I was like, they sniffed each other's asses for 2 seconds.
Can we stay off race for 1 second, Bobby? Jesus, we're talking about black labs provoking attacks.
Black labs matter.
It was so weird. And then she kept being like, you know what it is? She's trying to protect, because there was another dog there that was like older and clearly like dying. She was walking too. And then she was like, she's trying to protect your other one. Your dog came from that one, so she was trying to protect it. And I was like, lady, do you not see how inappropriate this is that we've been having this exchange for 2.5 minutes and I'm right outside my house and your dog's teeth marks are in my dog's face?
Yeah. There's like that video, or like a lot of these videos of like the dog owner who has like a really kind of, messed up dog, like, or he's just like, it's like well trained, but only to this, like with that one guy, like he has him on the leash and everything. And when he goes walking, there's like a video of like, family getting out of the minivan with their like, golden retriever that's just, no leash, and just runs up to the dog, and the dog immediately starts like attacking it and biting it. And because the owner goes, he's not friendly, get your dog. And then the golden retriever just gets mauled by this dog. And like the family's like, oh my God, what a terrible dog you have. And he's like, I said not friendly. And it's just, they're just really fun to watch.
I like the idea that you can just, because everyone says that dog is friendly. So it'd be nice if you, I like that idea of just saying your dog, regardless of anything, if you just say your dog isn't friendly, well, I told you.
Yeah,
Like,
that like negates anything that your dog could do. Like it puts your
It
dog.
actually like does, dude. Because I've had one lady be like, she's not friendly, and then I was yanked my dog to the other side of the road, and I was like, I don't want anything to do with that dog.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's like a woman who's like, yeah, my mentally ill white 15-year-old child, he's really into shooting video games. And then you're like, oh, we're gonna continue to bully him.
Yeah. I mean, if it was like if the lady had like a chihuahua and she said it was not friendly, would you let your dog just fuck it up? Be like, yeah, take on my dog, see what happens.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I was kind of glad. I mean, of course, I was like terrified, and I got Neosporin out the whole 9 yards, fixing up my dog's face. But I was like, my dog's been really cocky lately with other dogs. So I was like, you've learned your lesson. Like, you're small. People are gonna beat the shit out of you. You can't just be going over to other dogs and being like, look at me, because she like pounces on other dogs. She's playing, but other dogs get annoyed. They're like, get the fuck off me.
Yeah. Can't be acting like every block is your own, you know?
Yeah.
It's tough out here in these streets.
Yeah. She's been depressed all day about it, though. Nothing worse than seeing like a depressed dog.
She's maybe not depressed. She's maybe like, should have let me in, bro. Why'd you call it? I would have fucked her up, bro. I would have fucked her up.
I had him.
On God.
She's like a 5'7" Irish guy that gets into a bar fight.
Yeah. Small man syndrome.
I coulda.
Yeah.
I mean, that goes 6'3", dude.
Dude, if you didn't hold me back, hold me back, bro. No, if you didn't hold me back, I would have been.
Thanks for holding me back, dude. I would have fucked that guy up. Thank you so much, man.
Save me from an assault charge.
You're a lifesaver, both mine and his.
Dude, remember that? And fuck Instagram for taking this down. But we had the video before Barstool or anyone of that cocky ass football player from University of Oklahoma who's clearly drunk.
Yeah.
And in that 5'8", first of all, best day of my life to be 5'8". I was so happy. This guy like has clearly like 8 inches on him at least. He's in his face. The guy doesn't want any problems. Takes a look at him, says he doesn't want any problems. Football player pushes him, and he fucked this guy up so bad. The best part
Him and
is
his body fucked both of them up.
Yeah, I think it was his brother. I think that was the GoFundMe statement. But the funniest part is like the next day before that video leaked, University of Oklahoma, like football athletics verified Twitter, put him on like the injured reserve list for like high ankle sprain or something. And then the reason it went viral is like some local journalist just quote tweeted them with the video.
That was so good. I mean, it was also like, it's completely his fault. The guy had a very, very bad case of cauliflower ear. Never fuck with someone who has cauliflower ear.
Yeah.
Learned that early on.
Yeah. I think I threw like $10 for his GoFundMe. So I was like, yeah, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy.
All right. Do you want to do an Ask Reddit?
You happy now?
You changed it?
So what you've been thinking about?
But now it looks worse because now it's a yellow thumbs up, and then in parentheses it says edited. Like, is that you want that? You like that one more than the black? Just the black thumbs up? That's what you guys want?
You want to do an Ask Reddit or something?
Oh, sure. Yeah, we haven't done any of those in a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Francis Ellis has left Bro Bible.
Oh shit.
What?
That's big.
I think it's more of a play of my stand-up career is kind of taking off. I don't need to do this anymore. But he's going on Patreon.
Ah.
Also, Conall and Francis Ellis, if you really think about it, are so similar. Conall is Francis Ellis without a following.
I don't think they're that similar.
I think they're pretty fucking similar, dude.
I don't. His stand-up is kind of like, I mean, I know he's not like he didn't start as a comedian, so I can't be that hard on him. But like,
He did kind of start as a comedian.
He did start as a comedian.
oh, okay, then I guess I won't finish
Well,
my
either way,
sentence.
you can't really because you haven't done it.
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, Caroline on TSM staff has done like a shit ton of open mics.
Oh, you should watch Crashing.
Crashing?
So good.
What's up?
It's a show on HBO. Also, HBO Max is now the best streaming service in my opinion.
Yeah, I've heard
that.
Pluto
and what?
You continue.
It's about like this comedian Pete Holmes trying to make it in stand-up, and has like a lot of really good guests, but it's also just really fucking funny, and has like it has a nice mix of like actual stand-up and like just normal kind of like sitcom. I mean, like modern day sitcom. Great soundtrack. It's very good. I recommend.
Can I get your account?
I'm on Abby's account.
Dude, can I get on Abby's account?
I'll see, maybe.
I just put on my story. Any fans out there willing to give me the HBO Max?
I'll shout you out on my next vlog.
DM. Meg Turner just has, whatever.
Yeah, can we name this episode "Fuck You, Meg Turner"?
This is
All right,
crazy.
I'm running out of patience. Let's do something. I'll find something.
Oh, yo, I just thought I was planning on posting the. First of all, it's crazy to think that the quarantine video is 1 year old. That's insane. It feels still so recent. But I was planning on posting it on YouTube for TFM and advertising it. But do you think we could make it a post for the, like, again, a 60-second clip?
Fuck no.
Why not?
It's not relevant anymore.
All right. Just a way to help get me some followers, but fuck it, you know.
What do you want? Would you take 15 followers over 85 comments that say, why the fuck are you posting this now? What the fuck is this? The reason it was so funny the first time is because it was fresh. Like nobody was really doing many COVID bits outside of, oh, this whole Zoom thing's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, I'll post it on YouTube. And just
I wouldn't even, to be honest, I wouldn't advertise it.
Yeah, I wasn't going to advertise it. I was just going to post on YouTube.
I also think our strategy for advertising this podcast going forward should be YouTube. Once people can see our faces and put it together, better chance of them actually following.
Yeah.
All right. Here's a one. Would you rather live without having a girlfriend or live without alcohol?
Fuck. You guys go first. I got to think about that one.
I mean, I see how this bit goes for me with my response and your response to that one. Yeah, fuck a girlfriend. I need alcohol.
The problem
the rest of your life, though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it just means, does that mean no sex or just no official, like, girlfriend?
Means no girlfriend.
Yeah, fuck it. I can still fuck.
Can you?
Yeah, there we go. That's where it was going, right?
Fuck. Can I just like shotgun wedding it though?
Or yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Is
right?
that a loophole?
Yeah, if you just.
I think that should be a loophole because if not, I'm probably going no.
I think I have to go girlfriend because, dude, if you're in your early 30s Or not even, dude. Like mid-30s, everyone else, you're just prying on divorcees. Most likely, like you've developed an alcohol problem, A, because you're lonely, which I have had every single time I've been lonely, and B, like drinking at that point has become way less prevalent as it is in our respective ages now.
I still say it's pretty prevalent. It's just people do it more like casually.
Yeah.
Like I'd say on average, my dad probably drinks more than me a week, but he just
Well,
does it.
I agree with that, but
four every day.
it's like prevalent in the fact of you wouldn't, unless you're actually an alcoholic, you're not going to be going out to bars spending money 5 times a week.
Yeah.
You can't meet those people anymore. So I'd give girlfriend.
As in you're keeping girlfriend?
Keeping girlfriend, for sure.
I would do it for like shotgun wedding. Like if I could just marry you and then we're not exclusive until I marry you, basically.
Yeah, I mean, if that's a loophole, I think all of us are taking that.
Yeah, like what does it mean though? Like, is it girlfriend that they consider? That's how he'd probably have to do it if they consider you a girlfriend, or you their boyfriend, like girlfriend boyfriend thing.
Well, I'd say a girlfriend to me is like exclusive.
Okay.
Or exclusive, whatever.
Oh wait, are you saying if we're married, I can still drink?
That's what I'm saying. The loophole is.
That's such a cheap
out. The question is, you could.
Yeah. I mean, I'd get married tomorrow. Like getting rid of booze would be like one of the hardest things for me to ever do.
Would you explain the situation to your girlfriend? All right, listen.
Yeah. Well, if anything, my girlfriend would be like, "Yeah, I guess we got to get married."
Yeah.
My girlfriend drinks as much as I do.
Yeah. Well, wondered if she could drink and you can, and it was just like that would be.
That was the situation. I don't know.
Wait,
I mean, I've thought about this with the particular girlfriend I have now. If she was pregnant, my whole strategy is like, yeah, like that's when I'll finally like get my big cut down. I couldn't imagine. I actually like couldn't imagine what my girlfriend's reaction now would be if she was 4 months pregnant and I came home drunk from a bar. She's not a bitch, but she's just an alcoholic. So she'd just be so left out.
I don't think that's the expectation of wives is that you don't drink during. I think it's a nice thing to do.
Yeah, but, I mean, I think I'd give myself like once a week, Yeah. And I'd try to like make it like, okay, business meeting in Dallas, I'm gonna go on a fucking bender. And then
anytime you're not away.
Yeah, and then when she asks about it, I'm just gonna say I had a few beers.
Couple termies.
A couple airport termies.
Yeah. Termies is one of my favorite phrases for beer, and this is like such an arsehole thing. But being able to, there's something that's like kind of a flex about flying enough that you have your own slang for specifically drinking beer in an airport. So it's kind of niche.
What do you call it?
Termies.
Termies?
So you wouldn't know.
Yeah,
Termies, like airport terminal.
Oh.
Beers. So you wouldn't know because you don't fucking fly, you poor little bitch.
Yeah.
I'm going to text Francis Ellis saying congratulations and telling him that I'm going to become an Ivy League member to his Patreon once I get my next paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
And then send him a black emoji. Thumbs up.
He'd probably fuck
the news. Great
emoji.
Job.
Mark Norman also seems like someone who uses black emojis.
Yeah.
Dude, Mark Norman is continuously going viral on TikTok.
And Twitter. He's good on Twitter.
Yeah, he's good on Twitter. What I'm saying is it's not him posting his comedy bits on TikTok. It's these like 14-year-old people who have no idea who Mark Norman is, but they're seeing like they're going through compilations of politically incorrect comedians.
Yeah.
That people find funny, seeing Mark Norman screen recording and putting it on their TikTok, and it's getting millions. Like Because think about how fucking funny Mark Norman would be if you were born in like 2003. So like you never even got to experience middle school where it was somewhat acceptable to say like that's so gay.
Yeah. I mean, also his jokes, and he says that in our interview with him, if you want to go listen to that, our best interview we've had, I think, or at least I've been in, with someone that we didn't really know, or didn't fit the brand necessarily, and like he tries to get to a joke as quick as possible. So for like TikTok, which is like a minute or less, he's got like the perfect style to do well on that.
His comedy is really dense.
Yeah.
I've actually never seen anybody with like, I appreciate it. Honestly, like I think with him, it's like when you eat something rich, like a rich dessert, I can only take a couple bites at a time. Like I'll watch a quarter of his special, do something else, get back to it, just because of how dense it is.
Yeah.
He's like a machine gun with jokes.
Yeah. He has no shame in taking a cheap laugh, is what he was saying.
Yeah. He's great. You guys put me on. The funniest thing is like he's my brother's favorite one of my brother's favorite comedians now. Because my brother was like, "What? He's saying things he's not supposed to say?" This guy's awesome.
Fuck yeah. Don't tread on me. You can go out if you can vote. If you can protest, you can vote, dude.
Yeah.